Tallaght, on the outskirts of Dublin, once an important monastic settlement, is now a large cosmopolitan town with over 80,000 citizens. It is a bustling centre of technology, commerce and recreation. Join us on our journey through 4,000 years of Tallagh's history and heritage. "4,000 years ago, they say, a prince from Greece he came to stay, and here it was his people perished on the plains of Tallaght that they once cherished." Wiped out by plague so long ago, where most now lie we'll never know. But in the past they have been found beneath dolmen, cist and ancient mound. And by walkers now they still are seen in the hills of Tallaght, the land of Usheen, of Tirnanog and Finn McCool, of Glenasmole and the old hedge school, of Saints Melroon and Angus, of Columba and Kevin. Why would they leave here if it wasn't for heaven? Or Ballinascorny or Knockganavay, through the hairpin bend onto Ballynagay, or Two Rock and Three Rock, or Lug and Lugmore, or Ballymorfin or Glendew or Capure. For Mount Pellier Hill and Killininny Mountain, for to Braddon and Crua, for Mounts Venus or Seskin. When Saint Melroon came with devotion and yearning, we wrote the great books of our history and learning, his rules and forgiveness, his customs and labours, and then we set out to bring them to neighbours. We built for the faithful our churches and towers, blessed wells for the water and rang bells to mark hours. And then built a church up in old Killininny for those souls in search of a blessing or pardon. From Kiltalon and Killininny, and from Kilnamanagh up to Castlekelly, the pilgrim's way lead to the mountain tops. From the town of Tallaght where the old paths stop. But after the Vikings and the Danes came to pillage, we had to rebuild our old little village. The old castle walls have been replaced by light rail. Now we encourage our guests to go beyond the pale. To where fishermen cast all their worries away, where pilgrims once walked to kneel and to pray. The rivers ran down through the veins of our land, turned mill wheels, making paper, quarrying whinstone and sand. From Morian's Brook onto Callahan's Bridge, from the Blacker and the Tank, by the Strand and the Ridge, by the famed bleaching greens serving old Harlem Mill, onto Boardmans of Ballbrook, remembered there still, where the sand martins summer and the willow trees weep, by the old metal plank onto Pussy's Leap, where the bottler O'Byrne laboured bottling stout, while catching the minnow for the gilly and trout. The Poddle and Dodder and the Whitestown stream, drove the wheels of our progress before there was steam. Now cycling trails run through the locations of Ireland's great tales and saintly vocations. From Europe once more they have come to these hills to find ancient remains of our churches and mills. To find both the modern and history together. By the water and bog between heaven and heather. If you want to escape from Dove Linn and its rush, come on out to Tallaght and the Glen of the Thrush.